The last supplementary question will come from the Honorable Mukause.
Thank you, Speaker. Deputy President, despite the fact that your office rejected claims made by one of your own, the ANC Youth League, that you own a certain portion in the Comcare, but we are not concerned about that. We still believe, as the EFF, that senior government leaders own shares in most of the institutions. Our concern is the proliferation of business ownership by senior government leaders, and that escalates to their families having influence in the South African government, that of Zuma, the Duduzane Zuma, who's got great influence, and the Guptas. As the leader of the government business in this house, have you ever went as far as engaging your president in those claims? And you ever went that far as engaging the president about the claims made by the deputy president, but the deputy minister of finance of the Guptas having afforded him an opportunity to be the Minister of Finance? Thank you.
The Honorable Deputy President.
I think the issue of the ownership of shares has two aspects to it, and I think we do need to understand it. There's the issue of share ownership as part of one's portfolio, say on shares that are traded on the stock exchange, where you can buy shares and sell shares on an ongoing basis in various companies because they offer a growth that you may not get if you leave your money in the bank. Now, nearly all of us here are shareholders in various companies through our pension funds, because our pension funds buy shares and they sell shares. So we should not then be derogatory against people who may own a listed share here and there, which is listed on the stock exchange, because that's part of their investment management. Then there's the other side of it about owning businesses, say people in authority owning businesses. And the issue of the code of ethics says that you need to declare your areas of conflict. And this often comes out when a person in a position of authority, like a minister, like myself, if you are going to own shares in a regulated industry or in a company that operates in a regulated area, that gives rise to conflicts. And that is why the Code of Ethics says you should declare it, have it, either you sell it or it's managed by somebody else through a blind trust or whatever. Now, all these are matters that we need to be aware of as members of parliament and as public representatives, and make sure that we are not caught up in all these things as we manage our own investments. Now, I think what we should not be doing is to be derogatory and insulting without any basis or foundation, without any evidence. Because we've become now accustomed to people just hurling insults and hurling derogatory statements without having any basis or any foundation. And I think we should base our statements on facts, because facts is what really should regulate everything, and after analyzing the facts, then we should regulate our own reaction and our behavior to particular people. Now, the question that you raised, as I recall, those matters are also now subject of review processes. They were looked into by the public protector, which involved the Deputy Minister of Finance and all that. And those matters are in the process of being handled by another institution. And I would not want to try and second guess that institution. Let that institution be given the opportunity and the right to examine all that and in the end come out with what the truthful position is. I thank you very much.